Think about all the goals, ambitions, and desires that you have in life. Now take a moment and imagine what it would look like if it was easy to accomplish. What's up, Internet? My name is TridentLion, and welcome to this book animated summary. The book that we're going to be talking about on this video is Tribe of Mentors: Short Life Lessons from the Best in the World by Tim Ferriss. And if you enjoyed this video and you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. Now let's get into the summary. What would it look like if it was easy? Anytime you have a goal or a big ambition, it's easy to convince yourself that things need to be hard and that if you're not overworking and overstressing, then you are not trying hard enough. And this frame of mind can lead you to look for paths of most resistance rather than paths of least resistance, which often creates unnecessary difficulties in the process. What would it look like if it was easy? This is a question that Tim Ferriss asked himself when he was writing down a lot of questions regarding his life. The answer that occurred to Tim Ferriss was, what if I assembled a tribe of mentors to help? Now that question, which was the answer to a question, set him on a journey where he sent out hundreds and hundreds of emails and direct messages through social media to various top performers in all types of fields. And what he was asking them was the same uniformed 11 questions. Not all of them responded, but he received waves of knowledge, waves of answers to his questions. This book is a collection of some of the greatest minds in our time. It profiles over 140 people. Tim Ferriss makes a point to emphasize the importance of asking better questions. If you don't like the results or answers you're getting, start by asking better questions. Be specific as well, because life will punish the vague and it rewards the specific ask. If you want uncommon clarity and results in your life, you have to ask uncommon, clear questions. And remember, this book is more of a reference guide. It's not something that you're necessarily going to read A to Z. It's something that once you establish what your goals are and ambitions are, you can refer to this book and flip to the various different individuals that are successful in your chosen field, learn from them, attain the knowledge from them, and assemble your own tribe of mentors within this book. And these great individuals can still be your mentor, even if you never meet them in person. They could be your virtual mentor. And to learn more about what a virtual mentor is, I made a video on that a few months ago. I'll leave a link for it in the description below. But now, let's get into those 11 questions. The first question: what is the book or books that you've given most as a gift, and also why? The reason why he would ask what is the most gifted book rather than what is your favorite book is because that could be pretty overwhelming. Check out this part of the book. It's the top 5 most occurred recommended book from all of these top performers. Question number 2. What purchase of $100 or less has most positively impacted your life in the last 6 months? I find it to be very practical and also valuable for a large spectrum of individuals. Regardless of their financial situation, they can most likely afford to take this investment. Question number 3. How has failure set you up for later success? Far too often, when we see people that are successful, we forget that they've been through a lot of adversity, that they've been through a lot of failure. It is through our failures that we learn. It is through our failures that we grow. And if you are afraid of failure, then you'll never take that appropriate step forward to reach the level of success that you want. Question number 4 is Tim Ferriss's billboard question. If you had the ability to write anything on a giant billboard, hence being able to get a message out to millions if not billions of people, what would you say and also why? I'm kind of curious as to what you specifically would like to put on a billboard. So in the comments below, write what you would put on a billboard if you were able to reach millions if not billions of people. It could be fun, inspiring, funny, don't matter. I really just want to see some of your opinions. And if you make me laugh, awesome. I'm going to heart your comment. The 5th question is, what is one of the best or most worthwhile investments that you've ever made? Question number 6 is, What is an unusual habit or an absurd thing that you love? This question can help you realize that even people that are successful can be just as weird as you. Question number 7. In the last 5 years, what new belief, behavior, or habit has most improved your life? So for you, find the mentor in the book that will be most relative to what you're trying to achieve, and then incorporate that new belief, behavior, or habit to your life to have some improvement. Question number 8, what advice would you give to a smart, driven college student about to enter the real world? Many times throughout these various interviews, they come up with a do not do list. Question number 9, what are bad recommendations that you hear in your profession or areas of expertise? This question is great because many problems of focusing are best solved by defining what to ignore. Now the 10th question is, what have you become better at saying no to? Because saying yes to everything is super easy. But in order to focus, in order to excel in your chosen field, you're going to have to say no once in a while. And the last question, question 11. When you feel overwhelmed or unfocused, what do? I'm pretty sure any of you out there that is ambitious that's watching this has reached a point of feeling overwhelmed and unfocused. When you have big goals and big ambitions, it requires a lot of action. It requires a lot of work. So it's very easy to reach a point of feeling overwhelmed and unfocused. So it's great to be able to refer to these mentors to figure out real strategies to get results, how to become hyper-focused on what is immediate and important for you. Now, like I was mentioning earlier in this video, this is like a reference book. It's not designed to go A to Z. It's a reference book because it contains over 100 successful individuals in a variety of different fields. Now for you, whatever your goals and ambitions are, the reality is you don't want to succeed in every single field that is out there. So not every mentor in this book is for you. That's why I said it's great to find your own tribe of mentors within this book, Tribe of Mentors. It was actually Tim Ferriss that said in the book, out of 140 profiles that are featured here, you can expect to like about 70 of them. You're gonna love about 35 of them. And you're gonna have your life changed by 17 of them. Of course, give or take a number, but this should just give you that idea. And there's probably gonna be a lot of them in the book that you might not like, you might not need, that might not be useful for you. And that's okay. Believe me, this book is so freaking big. There's no way you're gonna be able to get through all this and get a super amount of value from every single page. Develop the mindset of value extraction. Figure out your goals, your ambitions, your desires, and then use this book as a way to extract value out of it, apply what you learn to your life, and have some real significant change. When you have big dreams and you have big questions in your life, realize that big questions can actually be dangerous because they're vague. Excellence is in the next 5 minutes. Improvement is in the next 5 minutes. Happiness is in the next 5 minutes. If you have big goals, that's like a big staircase. You're not gonna jump to the top step. You take step by step. Those huge things that you want to accomplish, deconstruct them into smaller possible pieces and focus on them each moment at a time, step by step. Another great point in this book, Tim Ferriss says, is to find a love of pain. Love the pain is a great quote because it's a simple reminder that nearly all growth requires discomfort. Sometimes the discomfort is mild, like going for a long jog or something like that. Other times it's very painful. So if you're looking to improve in your life and excel, whatever your chosen field is, I definitely recommend to pick up a copy of this book. You'll find a link for it in the description below. And before I close out this summary, based on everything that I've seen, a simple recipe can work. Focus on what's in front of you. Design great days to create a great life. And try not to make the same mistake twice. You have the incredible freedom to continually reinvent yourself and forge new paths. No matter how strange, embrace your weird self. There is no right answer, only better questions. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Comment below, again, what you want to put on a billboard, and I'm going to heart the ones that make me laugh. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, remember, always be learning, always be creating, and always be inspired.
Just in one place. So break away from your chains, now try. Go out and be free. 'Cause there's no coming home now. I'm just here to be